you and Dominic are working on a book. I've been working on this for a long time. Tell us about how that's coming together and what the story is behind that one.
It's really good. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to people. You know, it tells my career from when I was 5 years old on up. You know, that's all good. A lot of good stuff in it. But then we go into NASCAR when I got into Cup, late models and Cup, and that's when the real. I mean, my whole career I've been blessed by the Lord. He gave me. I don't take any credit for my career. He gave me credit, talent. Well, I gave me parents, the right parents. They built a racetrack when I was a year old. That's pretty good. My father built me a little racer when I was 5 years old. That's pretty neat. And then I had uncles that raced. So I was around the sport all my life, and I learned all sides of it, promoting side, the work side, a dirt track in the beginning, how to work. I grew up on a farm, chickens and cows, so I work. Unfortunately, today, kids are on these things more than they're outside doing good stuff. And so that I've been blessed by the Lord. And then he got, you know, I made it through that modified thing and late model thing, and he got my Cup ride. And, you know, I was in some pretty spectacular crashes like we all are. And of course, in 2000, I was in a real spectacular one. Everyone thought I was dead. And there's a whole story leading up to that. I'm not going to tell you what it is, and a story why that happened. There's a real reason why it happened. That's pretty interesting, isn't it, Don?
Oh, big time, big time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And but there's just so much more to the whole story, my whole career, and you know we're gonna talk about all that. The Rick Hendrick days, Junior Johnson, Bud Moore, when I owned the team. Finch, when I drove for him, and why I kept going. You know, I drove in cars I knew I couldn't win in, but they were my friends. I was helping friends, but I was helping myself because I didn't want to leave the sport. You know, you love that, the people, you love the racing, you love all the energy at a racetrack and being around it. So I had a real hard time stopping, and I drove a lot of cars I probably shouldn't have. But, you know, I finally prayed to God to get it out of me, and he did. So we're not driving anymore. I still work on race cars, believe it or not. You know, I'm 73 years old, still build cars and work on them, set them up, and that's fun. I love that. But the book is, and then naturally we're a chapter on things that teams did to win races that might not have been legal. That might not have been legal. And so we're going to talk a lot about that. And
Geoff, what did you say earlier?
I'm not naming names, who did what. You'll be able to figure out some of them, and maybe all of them, I don't know. But I'm not out to hurt anybody. It just, you know, that's what you do in racing. You try to find that advantage. And that's what's so hard today. You can't find it in these cars. Everyone has the same car, the same package. You can change a few things, but you can't change. It has to be NASCAR approved. So the young guys are showing how good they are, and the old guys are showing
Geoff,
how old
man,
they are.
Yeah, it's amazing to all the championships and wins Hendrick Motorsports. You know, they're just the powerhouse team. It's amazing that Geoff Bodine got Rick Hendrick his first win in NASCAR. It's amazing, you know, and obviously you on to win a lot more races for him. But as you ever sit back and, you know, you look at Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, just all the, you know, but you started it, man. I mean, you got all, you know, you got him his first win plus many more. It's just amazing, you know. I mean, just to hear those stories is just, you know, we could sit here and talk for hours and hours and hours.
We tell a lot of those stories. And, you know, I actually talked to Rick Hendrick after most races. We talk, and especially when the 5-car wins. I like 5, the number 5. That's pretty good. But he told me the other day. Well, I told him. Remember Darlington? I was on the pole. Tim Richmond was outside pole. We're coming off turn 4 for the start of the race. I shifted the third gear in the camshaft broke. Never made it to the finish line. Never made it.
Come on.
The camshaft broke. Rick said, you know, you probably would have won at least 40 races if we didn't blow all those engines. Back in the day, I loved Randy Dorton, but you couldn't get the parts enough for one engine, let alone two teams.
Right.
And Tim had a steel billet cam in. I had a cast iron cam in. Mine broke.
Wow.
And that Rick said, you've won at least 40 races. I said, yeah, I know. But it didn't.
Yeah.
Rest is history. It's all good. I'm still here.
Hey, but all the millions and millions of drivers and fans and everybody that wants to be like Geoff Bodine would take the wins you did win for Rick Hendricks. Absolutely.
I'm pretty happy with my career. Could have been better, but it could have been a whole lot worse.